Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving the new, the new Google J.A.R.V.I.S update. Like, even though it's just texting and you could like use the voice to type, but right now it's pretty good. You type in something you looking for an answer. It has to be something that's already in existence. It can't be, you know, historical research or, you know, anything of the sort where you're trying to reinvent the wheel, right? That's not what it's for. It's to be an assistant tool in today's age and in the coming of tomorrow's updates where, excuse me, like in the movie Iron Man, he got Jarvis everywhere in the house, so he could just say anything in like, regular speech tone. You don't have to shout, you don't have to press a button. He's like, hey, Jarvis, blah blah blah, what's the weather today, right? And you get told the weather. You could set appointments, you could do, reminders and certain things that you would need to be hands on. It's assisting you with that to make it a little bit hands off, to where right now you can be a little bit hands off, and the only time you would need to be hands on is to confirm an appointment or to confirm an update, or just to confirm the permissions that you're allowing the AI to have. But I'm not against AI fully. I'm always telling y'all, you got to use these devices to your advantage. Don't let these devices use you to its advantage. So even with moving with the times, like it says in the Bible, and I always talk about that, I'm not, I'm an old soul, but I got a young heart. So I know how to keep the foundational values, like the analog type of systems, but then I also know that it's okay to have a useful intelligence where it is on the side of artificial, but only in the sense of it's not a synthetic actual being that you're speaking with or communicating with. It's a technological programming that is there to assist and aid you. Granted, it is connected to the government because it has to have that safety protocol with the Department of Homeland Security, but they are working towards where it is a sovereign update in the AI's version of the programming that they're potentially having in the future, to where you can have your privacy and, phone call records or text message records in serious cases where it's criminal or justification instances where you need to have that information. That's the only part where it's going to be, they have access to your stuff. Or if there's an investigation or they have to do a background check or whatever, that's going to be automatic, handed over along with everything that's connected to your social security number and your birth certificate. So with that being said, it's not something to make people afraid. It's not something to say, the world is going to be the world is going to be in a way where you have to, go to your grandchild or anything like that for that type of information. Is going to be easy for, just like how yesterday we had to teach our parents how to use these new touchscreen phones and all this stuff and teach them how to get on the internet and download Facebook and all that. Well, tomorrow it's not going to be like that, because it's going to be a lot easier because of how we have it today and because of how we're able to think and be free in our thought process, instead of having a program checklist of how you're supposed to think or what you're supposed to think. When you think inside of the box, you get caught up in staying with the old times. But when you get out of the box, you move with the time, but you also recognize and respect the box for what it's capable of and the things that's inside the box already.